We've already showed you how to use sum to count the number of products from each manufacturer. What if we just want to sum up the prices that each manufacturer charges? It's a little bit of a strange thing to ask, but it's not too hard to figure out using the aggregation framework. Here's the original program that aggregated these number of products by manufacturer. And in that case, we were using $sum, and we were using the integer 1 here. But if we want to sum the prices, we just change it slightly. And what we do is we create a new key called sum prices and use the $sum operator, and then here give $price, which is the column name from the documents that are coming into the pipeline. And of course we have quotes around it, and we have to use $price so that MongoDB knows that it's the price document key we're looking for. Let's run that and see what we get. Alright, this is the result right here. I'll just bring it up, show you that I ran it here. Alright, so Mongo using sum.js, that was the file that I just showed you. You can see that it just gives you a document in the result set for each manufacturer and sums their prices up. Pretty straightforward. Alright, let's do a quiz. Alright, for this quiz, we're going to have you write an aggregation query using sum. If you'd like, you can download the data set that I'm going to use for this. You don't need to because I've given you enough information to do it right here, but it might be useful to you to have a data set on your local machine so you can play with these queries. This is a data set of zip code and population information in the United States. You can get it from media.mongodb.org/zips.json, and you can import it using Mongo import into a zips collection inside any database of your choosing. Now, just to give you folks from outside the US some background on the way this data looks, this is a city name. This is the state. There's 50 states in the United States, and each one of them has a two-letter abbreviation. So AL is Alabama, NY would be New York. The states are non-overlapping. These are postal codes right here. We call this a zip code, but it's also just a postal code. The postal codes are non-overlapping, although a city may span multiple zip codes, multiple postal codes. This is some geolocation information about where the city is. We're not going to use that right now. This is the population of this postal code that is this zip code. So that's the way this data set looks. And what I'd like you to do is write an aggregation query to sum up the population by state. So you need to group by state and sum up the population. Now, so that our quiz checker can check it, and our quiz checker isn't that sophisticated, make sure that you call the key that's going to hold the population in the resulting documents, call it population, and it'd be helpful if you could put quotes around the different key names and the different operators. That'll probably work better for you. The collection is assumed to be called zips, so it's going to be something along the lines of db.zips.aggregate, and then open parentheses and your long expression and close parentheses. So we want an aggregation query that'll tell us the population, sum of the population by each of the 50 states of the United States.